requisite. Or if you and I ever touch, me guarantee you never get the kind of touch yet. But baby, if you and I ever crush, me guarantee for make you broke out, broke out. No, if you and I ever love, you never get the kind of love yet. But baby, if you and I ever.
Wagwan people's wagwan, is your girl iPinkie, the Jamaican gal. Make sure there ain't no lip gloss on my teeth. Y'all not about to be clowning me in this video. Yeah, sure. Anyway, hold on, cause y'all know I ain't got no eyebrows either. First of all, I'm trying to make sure everybody come in this live before I continue. I'm so damn aggy. But as people wagwan me there, you know, me there, trying to help lift some vibrations out here. I'm gonna start in a little bit, real quick, speaking on depression, anxiety. But before I start, I want to shout out my YouTube channel is iPinkie the Jamaican Gal. Then you also have my website www.thepinkword.com. Then you also have the other YouTube channel, JNR Lifestyle. Make sure you tune into all of those. Coolie Baby, also my sister. Done with the thing, she has her merch that's going through. Done with it's coming true, coming in handy. Done with the thing. She has a lot of waist beads, and she also have other merch is coming in too. But just make sure you tuned in for that. You guys, we saying goodbye to this depression. Dubai. I want to go to Dubai one day. But anyway, we saying goodbye to the Lou, motherfucker. We saying bye to depression, anxiety, all of those done with the things, stressing out, all of that. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest, it's very easy to say, yo, I want to get rid of depression. I want to get rid of all of that stuff and whatever, right? Let's be real. I'm about to be 100% real with y'all, because this is like very much like something real that be going on in the world that nobody really talks about. Everybody is trying to suffer in silence, and it's okay, because I understand a lot of people don't like to speak on their issues and stuff to people, whatever. They think they have to fight it by themselves. Maybe nobody is listening to you. Maybe you can't get nobody to hear you. All right, so boom. I am the queen of self-love. Let me tell you, I'm the queen of coming out of depression, coming out of that darkness and all that stuff. First and foremost, I just want to ask people. I know I can't hear y'all. I know y'all can't answer me right now, but y'all could leave a comment. And y'all could, you know, leave an inbox or whatever. But no, first I want to ask y'all what you know about shadow work. What you know about doing shadow work and, you know, facing your shadow side, facing all your issues and your traumas and all the problematic things that's been making your head go ballistic and crazy, done with the thing. But doing shadow work, really, it starts with you, right? First, you got to get to the bottom of it. What is the bottom of it? Your root problem. And yes, I'm going to be reading from my notebook, because if you know me, you know Pinkie. I'm always writing in my notebook. This is how I keep up with myself. I've been writing in a journal for the past 27 years. I'm almost 28. So I would advise you guys to get a notebook. Write down your issue. Write down your day, how your day's been. Write down when somebody pissed you off. Whenever you get you accomplish a goal or something, just make sure you write down all of this and keep it to yourself. Share it with people who shares the same, you know, vision or whatever, people who understands you, people who talks to you, and you know who you can talk to and who you feel understood by. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you have a tribe, a circle next to you, people next to you who you know you can elevate around. You know what I'm saying? So let's get back to this. So we're gonna talk about shadow work, right? So you pretty much need to figure out what the root problem is. So what I wrote down on my piece of paper was, the first thing I said is, do you remember what your root problem is? Hopefully all of you guys have a pen and a paper and answering these questions to yourself, right? So you're going to ask yourself, do you remember the root problem? Like, what is causing you to be sad? What is causing you to fall into depression? Like, What is making you get triggered? Like, what's bothering you that's making you get in that low vibrational mindset, that dark, cloudy shadow where you just feel real ucky gucky? You don't feel like being happy. You just feel depressed. Like, can we get to that root problem? Is there any way we could touch on that root? Like, let's get that shovel and dig it up. You know what I'm saying? So that's the first thing. I want you to ask yourself, what is the root cause to my depression or my emotions right now? Okay. Now that you know that, okay, so back then I wasn't heard, or back then I used to get picked on, or back then I was abused, you know, sexually, mentally, emotionally, physically, any type of abuse. Like, try to get down to the nitty-gritty of what is your root problem, right? Then now ask yourself, how do you feel about it now? Of course, a lot of people's feeling hurt and very discouraged because of what they've been through and all the issues that's coming across their mind. But I want you to think about it again and feel how you feel now. Because right now you're still breathing. You still alive and you still strong. Because you're here now. You've been through that and you're not going through it no more. You're probably going through different things, but you're not going through that no more. And I do want you guys to remember this. I want y'all to remember this, that no matter where you are in life and what you're going through, there's always good and bad. There's always a yin and a yang. There's always positive and the negatives. You cannot just have a happy life. You cannot just have a life that's just full of everything that's just good. You're gonna come up on some hiccups. You're gonna come across some pit holes that you gotta jump over. You're gonna get rainy days and all of that, but just know the sun is going to shine again. So you need to remember who you are. Take your power back. Mind your reality. Let's get our reality straight. You know what I'm saying? Let's remember that what's going on in our life is probably just testing us to see how strong we really are, because you are strong. You are beautiful. You're handsome. King, queens, all of you guys out here, you are strong. So that means whatever you're going through, clearly everything that's happening in your life is not a coincidence. It's supposed to be happening. You're supposed to be going through whatever you're going through because you're heading in a certain direction where you need to go through what you're going through to get the strength to go and endure and hit the goals that you're really, really trying to hit. You feel me? All right. So with that being said, shout out to my sisters. I see y'all on here. I love y'all. With that being said, I just want to pray over all you guys who is suffering from depression, who is suffering from, insomnia, who can't sleep, people who can't eat, who just, or people who eat too much when they stress, people who stressed out with anxiety and all that. I'm praying over all of you guys. I'm praying for strength, healing, and wisdom and knowledge. I want you guys to pray for discernment. Like, get closer to God and remember that He is your creator. So everything that you're going through is meant to happen for you to become who you're supposed to be. You feel me? You cannot be who you're supposed to be without going through pitfalls. You cannot be who you're supposed to be without tripping, you gotta trip to then know you gotta tie your shoelace. Sometimes you just think the string's supposed to be all over the place. Like, oh my God, it's cute. Imagine little kids seeing a shoelace. They want to hop over each one. And then they're going to trip and bust their head sometimes. Sorry. But they're going to trip and fall sometimes. And it's because you have to trip to know that, okay, now I need to make sure I tie my shoes so I won't trip. And then what about those people who don't tie their shoelaces tight? You feel me? So then they tie their shoes, but they thought that was good enough. So then they end up tripping again. Did they stop walking? Did they stop trying to tie their shoes? No. They start tying their shoes tighter. You feel me? And then by the time you learn how to tie your shoes tight, you ain't gonna trip no more. That's life. Big ups, don't know the thing. That's life. You feel me? So it's more like, remember who you are. So now that we got to the bottom of it, you asked yourself, what's your root problem? Then you're asking yourself how you feel now. When you overlook everything and you feel like I want you guys to stand in the mirror and look at yourself. You feel me? Excuse me. I just been drinking my orange juice and water and I'm just burping. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm human. I know you over there and you probably burped about 2 times already. Stop. Okay. Okay. And just know I'm very, very, very vivacious. I'm very goofy. This is me. You feel me? I have my days when I'm down and out, and that's normal, but don't stay there. That's the main message I want to let you guys know. You need to feel your emotions. Your emotions is real. It's energy and emotion. Emotions is energy. You feel me? So whenever you feel sad, you can feel it. It is okay to feel sad. It is okay to cry. It's okay to get angry and mad. But don't stay there. You feel me? Figure out what's the root cause to why you're even angry and sad and mad. And then try to get out of that. Because life is beautiful. You feel me? You only got one life to live. And that don't mean live it up doing crazy stuff. I need everybody to make choices that's going to benefit their lives. You feel me? Make sure what you do in your life makes sense. You feel me? Think about yourself. Think about where you're going. Don't do anything too crazy where you know you're going to have some hiccups. Like, try to prevent the hiccups. You feel me? All right, so let's get back to what I was saying. All right, you guys. So you got to remember who you are. And remember who you were as a small girl and boy. Hug yourself and love yourself. Forgive yourself for your decisions and your actions. You feel me? It's okay. What's done to you, you were so young. What was said to you, you were so young. So it's more like, just think of that little girl, that little boy, who you were at that time when you were getting abused mentally, physically, emotionally. And just hug yourself. And remember that you are okay. You are strong. You are here now, right? All right, so let me continue reading this. Okay, so after you do that with yourself, it is okay to sit down and ponder on everything that's happened to you. Then you have to start praying for healing. So now you're praying that you are healed and pray for speed healing. You know what I'm saying? Now, through the healing process, through the healing process, we will love ourselves enough to look in the mirror and know that you're a warrior and say that it is now time for new levels. The past has helped me to become who I am, this strong, courageous person. And if it wasn't for those struggles, I wouldn't be this strong and I would not know this much. So that, I want you guys to rewind this if y'all need to, and just remember that. You need what you had to go through to become the strong, prosperous person that you're about to become. So whatever you went through, whatever you're going through, because people are still going through stuff, you're going to always go through good and bad things. So remember that rainy days is always going to turn into rainbow days. Don't know the tingle. Oi. All right. So with that being said, as my little note said, if it wasn't for the struggles, I wouldn't be this strong. If it wasn't for the struggles, I would not know this much. Big up to my two sisters them down there. Don't know the thing. Go, oh, just the answer no and don't know the thing. Make sure you tune into my YouTube channel. Jeez, I'm crying. Make sure you tune into my YouTube channel. Don't know the thing is iPinkie the Jamaican gal. My website www.thepinkworld.com. Make sure you get your healing love oils and waters. Don't know the thing. Got the whole dual healing love pack too. Listen, y'all make sure y'all tuned all the way in. You know what I'm saying? And just stay tuned for all the blessings and the lessons that's coming into your life. Don't know the thing. I love you guys with all my heart.
Hear me now. Hear me now. No. The talk when people lay them eyes for me. In a real life, it's a true queen where them see. My have to show my little sister them what that mean. Have to drill it in my little brother say him is a king. Me no